This year, Indian independent films like Jugnama, Songs of Forgotten Trees and Secret of a Mountain Serpent have been making a strong mark on the international stage. The appetite for Indian indie cinema, both at global festivals and among Indian audiences back home, has clearly grown. When I went to watch Jugnama in a small PVR theatre, I was surprised to see 50 to 60 people waiting patiently for the film to begin. Not long ago, such films struggled to draw even a handful of viewers. I'm Sonakshi Awasthi with TheFederal, and to understand what this shift means for the filmmakers, we asked them about their journeys and the changing landscape of Indian cinema. This year has seen a strong presence of Indian indie films at major festivals. What do you think has changed in the global perception of Indian cinema?
I think this year and last year also, the major difference is now we are seeing Indian women film directors more in global film scenario. Earlier we used to watch men in films, globally also. In my film also, I had a lot of female characters. In Behl's films also, women are the protagonists. In Anuparna Roy's films also. So we are seeing more Indian women directors globally.
Do you feel international festivals are more open now to diverse Indian stories beyond Bollywood?
There are exposure for regional films outside the country and outside bigger in international festivals. But that doesn't make Bollywood less.
What does a festival premiere mean for an independent filmmaker? Validation, visibility, or a gateway to future projects?
An independent filmmaker, the first thing that they're looking for from any film that they're attempting is to be heard, to resonate. I was quite marveled by first with Titli and now with Agra also to see that audiences the world over are connecting with the film. So I think that is always the first sort of desire for any filmmaker. And then after that, obviously, you want the film to be able to gather a strong enough platform for itself and hopefully for you as a filmmaker.
How can India create a stronger ecosystem for independent cinema to thrive, funding, training and policy support?
So for my first film, I got money from Asia Cinema Funds, Korean funds. And for my second film, I got funds from Venice Biennale College Cinema, Italian taxpayers' money. And I know that because of these grants, I could make the film. Otherwise, no market, whichever the market which is equity based, they will never let me make these kinds of films which I was making. They are experimental. They are not falling into the framework of plot points and character crafts and all the cinema have a right to exist. In India, we have to build a kind of structure for grants, for more labs.
What kind of stories from India do you think the world still has not seen enough of?
So I guess it's periodical drama through which we can show the real history of India and not the bookish one. Third world cinema shall come out more because we are, as a country, we are the poor third world country. So stories around marginalized people shall come out more, I believe.
If you had to give one piece of advice to emerging indie filmmakers in India, what would it be?
For emerging filmmakers, I would say read a lot of poetry, because I feel in films how we handle time, it's near to poetry and not the prose. Make films, and don't wait for a lot of money, don't wait for perfect cameras and lenses and lights. Just make whatever you feel.
Whatever piece of work you're doing, whatever film you're attempting, treat it as the first and the last film that you're going to do and put everything into it.
Beyond Bollywood's glitter, a new generation of filmmakers is crafting stories that are intimate, bold and unforgettable. And both the world and Indian audiences are finally paying attention.